humidity, and then other times you're dealing with that rain and storm activity directly in your first alert forecast throughout the day. If you got kids still in school, we got a few more schools that are wrapping up today, like Oak Ridge. So just rain gear ready. Even if you got the midday dismissal, the afternoon dismissal, doesn't matter. This is one of those days, having that umbrella ready. Because really you'll see the coverage kind of bounces around. So it's spottier now valley, picks up in outlying areas, picks back up valley midday, afternoon. That's what we're doing. All we're doing is kind of toggling off who's got more rain and storms. The best coverage though is in the afternoon to evening. I mean, more of us dealing with the rain and storms at any given point. But really midday, I see our high hitting 80 at that point because that coverage spreads out a bit better and it'll kind of cool us around at 70s, even some upper 60s. So in the 6 o'clock hour, we've got another batch riding up straight into the valley. Scattered rain plateau, some isolated heavier downpours, northeast Tennessee to far southeastern Kentucky. 10 a.m. another pause in the valley. Meanwhile, it's raining far northeast Tennessee and on the plateau. 11 a.m. to noon. Now we've got some scattered rain throughout the valley. You can see that batch lifting to the northeast. A good little pause for the rest of our area. Then around 4 o'clock, here comes some more batches of rain and storms lifting into our area here. So that's where it's sliding up to that 80% coverage. Late afternoon to evening, spreading out here. Most of us dealing with some rain and rumbles of thunder. This is where we could have some gustier winds as well out of these storms. But late in the day here, winds down slowly tonight. So we start out rainy in the night, actually, with some pauses in the rain before the cold front approaches. Yeah, that's not until tomorrow still. So let's talk about the heaviest rainfall being with these batches today into the early overnight. That means that in the rain forecast where you live, we've got about an inch coming up into parts of the valley. You can see some spikes up here to an isolated 1.5 to 2, and that is definitely up into the mountains where you have your flood watch, and then even clipping the valley to plateau, seeing some streaks of heavier rainfall adding up here. About a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch on the plateau. Again, there's that streak of heavier rain trying to come through parts of the valley at the Tennessee-Kentucky line. And then far northeast Tennessee, similar to the valley, around an inch of total rainfall today. And then that spike up again, the flood watch in the Smokies. And the reason the Smokies have a flood watch versus the rest of our area because of the rainfall that has been received there lately. The rest of us were hot and dry last week. Now we're sharing the rain better today. And then that front finally passes tomorrow. Scattered rain moves on to the plateau around 8 to 9 a.m., slowly drifting east. So late morning to midday, it actually starts to move into the valley. Scattered rain, isolated general thunderstorm. Mostly this is going to be some showers that moves into northeast Tennessee and the Smokies tomorrow afternoon. And then we'll have some spots of rain developing, otherwise partly cloudy. Nice kind of cooler, refreshing feel to the air with temperatures in the mid 70s tomorrow. But you can see that rainfall potential much, much lighter tomorrow. 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch for much of the valley and east, isolated 1/2 inch in those few downpours as they first enter our area tomorrow. So the planner starts out around 60 degrees. We're at 70 midday, and high tomorrow will be 75 with that front moving through. Then we'll have upper 70s for you on Saturday with only a couple of showers trying to develop, but notice how quickly those temperatures rebound. Mid 80s on Sunday with that sunshine. We're upper 80s for Memorial Day on Monday and still on track for hitting 90 yet again next week.